For a terrific opportunity for some hands-on experience and a unique line of work is no farther than Mount Pleasant at Patriots Point. Joining us to talk about a new program for real-world experience is Chris Hauff, Public Information Officer for Patriots Point Naval and Maritime Museum. Long time no see.
Well, it's great to see you again. I feel like we're all starting to be able to talk to each other again, even if it's through computers. So it's always great to be on Fox 24 with you guys.
Thank you so much. And the last time you came on, your hair was a little bit shorter.
Yeah, like I was saying, I could blame it on the barbershop, but now I kind of like it.
Yeah, well, you know what? Your destination is one of those places which I think a lot of people, both veterans and not, have longed to come back to. So can you just tell us a little bit how COVID-19 has had an impact on visitors to the museum?
Yeah, unfortunately, it hasn't been great. When being closed for 2 months during a lot of places in Charleston in tourism, we don't make our money very much during the winter time and the off season. Very much so, we live on what we earn from the spring through the summer.
Yeah.
And so the way that this hit back in March is really when all of Charleston tourism really ramps up and what we earn for the rest of the year. And so the time that this hit really hit hard, and being closed for almost 2 months is something that we're still trying to get back to. We've been working with the CVB and a lot of other tourism partners of ours to push the need for people to follow these health safety measures for the whole community. The quicker we follow all these rules and we can defeat COVID, if you will, the quicker everything gets back to normal. So we're seeing, sometimes it can be about half, but more often than not, it's less than half of our normal numbers right now.
Well, we've had the pleasure and the honor of being able to explore some of the bowels of the ship to the heights of the flight deck, and it really is a sight to behold. It's a wonderful place to visit. So anyone who's never done so really needs to come down to the Yorktown and take a look. But besides that, the programs that you offer are so valuable to our community, and I want to talk about a new program that you've got going on that gives some hands-on experience doing something quite unique. Maybe you can tell us a bit more about this.
Right. Yeah. So for years, we've been working with local firefighters, local police officers, the military in a lot of places to use the Yorktown in our land out here for training. And so the firefighters use it for close confinement training, and we use the police officers use it to work on how they would handle different situations. But now we're turning to the diving school, the International Diving School in North Charleston, which has been here for more than 10 years. Kind of came to us and we began talking of how we can help each other. And, I was telling you about how visitorship has gone down. Our budget has been almost cut in half. And so we're trying to think outside of the box on how to get things done. And with this partnership between us and the diving school, it really gives us a hands-on approach underwater. That is, these students that are learning how to dive and work on, they call it ship's husbandry. Later on, outside the classroom, they get to actually work on ships, but inside the classroom, they lack that real world type feel. And so we have these historic warships that sit in the water and are constantly in need of work and just inspections. And so now we've worked with the school to allow them to come out and help and dive on our ships and help us with repairs and inspections. And my goodness, the amount of time and money that it could save us and the real world experience that these students get as a win-win for both of us. And so we started this about a week ago, and now they're out there almost daily looking at things and scraping. They got a scraper and they're scraping barnacles off the side of the Laffy, things that are just will go so far in the health of these warships and making sure that they're here for a long time without having to cost us too much money.
Right. Well, we've had the International Diving Institute on our show. We've had you on our show. So it's only a matter of time before the two of you came together. But when they did come on, we were talking about the different types of jobs. And really, you think outside of the box when you consider a career in this field, because what you don't realize is the necessity for specialists in this field to take care of the ships that we have. And some of those lessons are extended to our veterans, and they can take advantage of using their benefits to pay for this school as well.
That's absolutely right. A lot of their students are veterans that are looking to start their next phase of their career. They had a successful career defending our freedoms, and now they come back and they're able to benefit from those the benefits that the veterans get. So the VA bill and things like that help them further their education. And it's really neat to see these guys. They are some of the most skilled people when it comes to attention to detail, and what they're having to do as divers translates into so many different cool careers, whether it's diving, whether it's, the railroad hires a lot of these guys. And so it's great to be able to give back to the community in another way. You know, we do it for so many years with the trade schools and things like that. And now to see the divers really come back and veterans come back and then learn to help the community again in some other way.
Yeah, it's an invaluable trait to learn for sure. I just wanted to ask you also, Chris, what is the age range of the students? How young can they enroll in something like this? And is this something geared for high schoolers and college students as well?
I'd leave that up to the Diving Institute if they see a need for younger students, but it's definitely college age kids through, you know, I don't think that there's a cap. I think if somebody wants to come back and learn how to new trade, that the dive school would be all about it. I believe it's a 4-month program. They consider it freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior, those kind of things. And so it's a really great school, and it's very intense. You go in there, it's not like a walk in the park. You go in there and you're working hard. They're under the water and they're working.
It's a whole other world under the water, isn't it? It's a whole new adventure for people who are interested in something like that. Now, if they wanted any more information, of course, they can go to the International Diving Institute, but they can also go to Patriots Point as well. Can you direct them to the best place to take a look?
Yeah, it's patriotspoint.org is our homepage, and Leyla, I think it's a good time to mention this is one way that we want to open up in a lot of different ways. What they're doing with diving, maybe we can do with coding or some other trade. Yes. That if somebody's looking for real world experience on the ship, hey, call us. We're open to talk.
Perfect. Chris, thank you so much. Great to see you again. Love the hair.
Great to see you.
We'll be back in 2 minutes.